war talk. It's just ongoing, and it's it's half the media's. I mean, it's their job, but it's just like, God, how much like shit can you pump into a person's head?
There's a lot of conspiracies with the war or impending war, and one, it comes from Russia, where I believe Russia was feeding their citizens from their media stories that Ukraine was attacking them.
Yeah, and false flag alert.
Yeah, so the Russia goes, oh no, all the citizens, let's fight, and then so their story's not Russia's invading Ukraine, which those all used to be part of the Soviet Union. He's basically just trying to reclaim an old country, and there's some Russian people on like the border in Ukraine that still believe Ukraine should have been Russia. So they're kind of like mobilizing.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden was saying, like, the way he worded it was weird, which is not, unusual.
Biden worded something weird.
Well, he said like an imminent attack or something. And then it wasn't him. It was like his press secretary. Someone was like, is it an invasion or not? Like,
right.
Like, did they invade or not? Like, it wasn't like the way he said it was like it's gonna happen, but then he said it already happened. So it was weird. So like, did they invade or not? But I don't know. It wasn't like Trump was any better with communicating, or like George W. Bush was better communicating. I mean, I remember he would do like word salad shit all the time when he would talk.
Yeah.
And you think you have one job, and that's to let the person pull the strings who's making.
But that still doesn't. But that's still like, I just compared to talking to a child. It's like we talk to children, but like you're trying to explain something like an adult. It's trying to explain something that's really important to a kid, and you got to super dumb it down and or lie, which is mostly lies anyway. I mean, because case like look at President Obama, he was like the best speaker of how many presidents, maybe since Clinton, Reagan, maybe.
He was charismatic, and he was
but
personable.
He still did a lot of shit. Like he's still like his kill rate, like his numbers for kills was more than Bush. Like with drone strikes. Osama, though. I'm just saying, like, just because you can communicate a message doesn't
Oh, Hitler could communicate very well. Yeah.
They're gonna do some shady shit, but it's really interesting, and I'm learning a lot in like history, and it's just so like it just shows how like it's been in our life. It's been more than our lifetime, and it's all still connected. It's like part one. It's like sequels. The shit that's happening now is because of decisions that were made 70 years ago.
Russia's always been an enemy of ours.
Yeah.
The only time we've ever been cool with Russia was during World War II, when we teamed up to fight Hitler, to take down Hitler. And it was basically Russia. Russia's the one that really
not at first.
We didn't join. We didn't join until we had again a conspiracy theory. False. We let.
I thought it was my understanding that Stalin and Hitler were together they were on the same side for a while until they started fucking with each other's countries.
They might have been on the same side for a while. I'm not a historian on that, but I know Hitler made the fatal mistake, which hopefully Biden doesn't make, is you never invade Russia during winter. Napoleon made that mistake. Hitler made that mistake. You can't fight Russia during the winter. It's just you're going to freeze to death. And that's what like pretty much fucked Hitler was. They tried to invade Russia in the dead of winter. But I guess now in modern times, if we're going to invade, but it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like we're just going to sanction the shit out of them. Like Biden's going to be like, "Hey, motherfucker, here's a sanction right in your motherfucking face."
Yeah, and I've heard that like, yeah, it's going to be. It's just so weird. Like you listen to one side, it's like, yes, this is a huge blow to their economy, but they listen to the other side, and it's like Putin's been, I don't know whatever banks they have are immune to Western banks or something. I don't know. It's a lot to take in.
Putin knows what's going on. Like he wasn't like, oh my God, I'm getting sanctioned. He knew sanctions were coming.
Right.
So he knew this. And there's also like some pipeline that's going from Russia to Germany that they're shutting down.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be again. This is like the episode where we all deny we're being conspiracy theorists, but I wonder if that has any.
We could be conspiracy. That's okay, because like conspiracy theorists nowadays is just questioning what's being reported to us, and if we're just gonna,
wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Like we're gonna get a big slap on our podcast.
A warning label.
Yeah, a parental advisory. Parental advisory, explicit misinformation. Anyway, the gas line, the pipeline's huge, and that's why Germany, they're kind of caught in the middle, because that supply line goes to them that feeds all of Western Europe.
So cutting that off does what for who? It punishes Putin because he doesn't get to sell the oil. It punishes Europe because they don't get the oil.
I guess depends who withholds it.
And then they're like the conspiracy, I guess, alt-right, I don't know what you call them these days, are saying that we're the only ones reporting that there's a war.
Yeah.
None of the other countries are reporting that there's a war. None of the other countries were reporting that there's an invasion. I haven't checked because I'm not that worked up about it. But it's like we're creating the war. Well, it's a narrative that we pushed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what's really cool is it depends what you follow, but like you can see like soldiers, like these real-time videos on shoots on TikTok, like TikTok, Twitter, like you can see like real-time stuff happening. It's not like action, but it's like soldiers, being interviewed, or I follow a lot of Sky News, which I guess they're based out of UK. Like they have reporters there in bulletproof vests, and so something's happening, but I guess whoever's orchestrating it. But it's back to the Team America World Police. Like how much are we pushing the things? How much are we making it escalate? How much gas are we pouring on the fire?
It isn't a distraction.
And Ukraine's not even a NATO country.
That's the whole point, though.
Yeah,
was that they're trying to make Ukraine.
I know they're trying to,
and that's why that's why he's doing this shit. Or that's the story, the conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
it's all.
And obviously, if we're selling, weapons and equipment, and that's a business.
War is business.
Oh yeah.
I mean, let's just go there. Everything's in the shitter right now. There's inflation. Okay, no one's fucking working. Okay. Like for a variety of reasons. Okay.
We handed out a shit ton of money to our citizens. We need to recoup that money. Do you know what? I made that joke. I made that joke to my accountant, and he did not think it was funny at all, because he seemed like, I don't know, like, I don't want to put a label on him, but something, I said something about when we were taxes and like how something about our country, needing money. I'm like, well, we'll probably go to war soon. That's how we make a lot of money. And he said nothing. I'm like, oh, all right. So he probably took offense to that, but hey, look what's happening. And we all kind of, it was the, you can call us conspiracy theorists, but it's just, are we just more on the pulse? Like we've been calling this for years. Like, oh, probably soon after this, we're going to go to Russia or go to war with Russia. But the big thing is if China gets involved.
Yeah.
Because if China gets involved, I think we're screwed. Because I feel like, I think China's the number one superpower right now.
It doesn't sound like China wants to get involved at this point, though, but you don't know if that's true or not either.
China's like the smart kid in the corner.
Yeah.
During like a I don't know, either a zombie outbreak or a burglary, or like he's just the quiet, trying to just taking it all in and just waiting, the best time to attack, or the best time to, because they're smart. They're very smart, and they're powerful, and they're loaded.
I mean, I'd be concerned that they would side with Russia because of their communism. They're both communist states.
They would side with them. You said they would,
or they would not get involved. They'd either side with them or not get involved.
Well, they wouldn't side with us. So
no, they wouldn't side with us. So, but they do a lot of business with us. Think about money.
Yeah, but they have the upper hand.
We buy a lot of shit from them.
We are in debt to them big time. So it's reported.
They own us. Yeah.
They have us by the balls. Like if
We're
we
China
ever
Junior. We're not
just,
America. We're China Junior.
yeah. I mean, just think if shit hit the fan with China, and then sanctions and all that stuff gets cut off, like how is that going to affect our imports? And yeah, we export some things, but it's probably a small percentage compared to what we bring in from them.
Yeah. We get everything from China.
A lot.
Everything.
Now, if anything, hopefully that'll just push more, factories to open up here to start producing our own stuff, which probably should happen anyway.
Right.
The
stuff made in this country is the best stuff ever.
Oh yeah, made in USA, baby.
Yeah, that's how you know it's not a piece of shit.
we don't even make our own flags here.
No, yeah, yeah. Where we're gonna get our McDonald's toys at? I mean, isn't China like fucking invading Taiwan or something?
That's the next.
So why are we fucking with that? Why isn't Biden saying, "Hey, bitch"?
I don't, because he wants to act all tough. He wants to act all tough with Putin, but no one wants to act all tough with Xi Jinping.
He's not very intimidating, but he's like 79. But he's just like, if I was Putin, I'd be like, bring it on, dude. Like, fuck you.
I don't know. It's just when you look at, who's the leaders of these countries, and you look at our senile grandpa who should be in a nursing home. Why can't we elect somebody? Let me rephrase that. How come the powers that be can't choose somebody who like seriously, look at that. I mean, Obama, I guess he was the last, who actually, no one really feared him, but he wasn't no one made a mockery of him.
He, again, was charismatic. He was more like diplomacy. He was more diplomatic. He was more, let's chill out and smoke some cigarettes and have a good time.
That was his look, but that's not what he did though.
But dealing with people in other countries, I mean, shit, that's the reason why he had Biden in the first place, was he had Biden so he can get let's just be honest, the middle America vote, and he got Biden because Biden had foreign experience. That's why he had him. I mean, quote unquote, that was what Obama was lacking, was how's this guy who's a community organizer, how is he going to deal with other world powers? Well, we got Biden, who's been doing this for 40 years. I never.
What's funny? And I never dug into it because, back during the election night, we were at the point we were just overloaded. But he has ties to Ukraine.
Right. And his son, all that shit right there. Why isn't that not being brought up again?
I think they're trying to.
Is it on the Trump social media?
That's
page?
the thing. That's
Trump
that's where we're at, because it can't be reported, because if any news, legit news organization does, that's that's a Trump thing. If you question or report anything that's not about the person in charge, oh, you must be a Trumper. Or those people are shady as fuck too.
I heard that Trump was congratulating Putin on his success in invading Ukraine.
Well, yeah, because isn't Trump has a lot of ties to Russia, allegedly.
Is he doing that? He's doing that because he hates Joe Biden too. He wants Joe Biden to fail miserably. He wants Joe Biden to be an embarrassment. He doesn't want Joe Biden to succeed, but you want possibly World War III to happen just so you could be right.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck, dude?
It just shows that we are I know we're civilized, but we're just a bunch of fucking morons. We're civilized. I mean, we're not like monkeys, but
we are though. We're essentially monkeys with a higher thinking.
Yeah.
We don't throw our shit at each other, but we stab each other in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
he's in trouble. He's going to have to testify, Trump.
That's why he's running for president again.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if that'll happen within. Shit, this is only year one. We got 3 more years of this. 2.5.
You think he's going to come back? I think he's just too sketchy, man. There's just too much scandal to his name.
He's acting like it.
He attracts.
I think he'd win. But
I don't know, man.
A lot could happen in 2.5 years.
I think there's still a lot of people that will vote against him just because they hate him. Like no matter what, like they'd vote for a bag of garbage before they'd vote for him.
Here's the thing: there's a lot of bad economic news or things that could possibly happen in the next year or two.
No.
So it really depends how the economy goes. If the economy tanks, if there's food shortages, if there's inflation, if all that shit, because they've been they've been predicting that for a long time now that it's coming, and it might not. I don't know, but it doesn't matter who's running, Biden's going to lose. If it's going to be as bad as it's going to be predicted.
Based on this year and this year alone, yes. If his presidency is like this year, if it gets better, then yeah.
It could. Reagan's first 3 years were horrible.
Yeah.
He had like the lowest rate up into a president at that time, and then he got attempted not assassinated, but he got shot at. He got shot.
Yeah.
Attempted assassination. And then once
I believe that was someone emulating the movie Taxi Driver too.
And then once that happened, then his approval ratings went up.
Hey.
He did something. He did something else too diplomatic. I don't know if it was Russia or Soviet Union. I think that was.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down your wall.
That was second term. I don't know.
That was legendary.
Tear down that. Wow.
They said he was senile towards the end. Is that like fact or is that like conspiracy? Like his wife Nancy was running the country and he was like senile, what everyone is accusing Biden of being.
I mean, just like Trump and Biden, like he was old.
Yeah.
It's not we were babies when that was happening. Babies.
I don't even remember Reagan.
I remember Bush. I remember Bush.
I remember because when I was like in second grade, they had like an election in the school.
Yeah.
And they had us all vote for either Clinton or Bush. And Bush won, but Clinton beat him in real life.
So stupid they make kids do that. I mean, I guess it's.
Oh, they do that nowadays. It'd be like, my dad says this, my dad says that. Like, I vote for Trump. Like, your kid's not coming over to my house.
It's like, Dad, half the kids are wearing red hats in class.